Hey, what is going on, everyone? Tom here, the consultant. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be jumping into some technical analysis on crypto. More particularly, my focus is going to be on Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin is normally always a hot topic among other technical analysis type of people and other channels, but I do want to give my perspective and kind of my outlook going into the end of the year, and probably more than likely within the first quarter of 2023. Now, so here we're on the daily. I do want to kind of point out some key levels here. Some key levels that we're going to be talking about, of course, is kind of where we're at, kind of this 17.5, 17.6 area, as well as the 25,000 mark and the 30,000 mark. So here is kind of my analysis on this. So as you can see, I've got some lines drawn here, some trend lines. This is kind of more of a, in my opinion, since August, we're kind of in more of a downward channel. Now, I do think we will break out to the upside. However, we're in the middle of the channel, so I can't necessarily tell you when. However, I do want to show you guys this. We have kind of formed a bit of a triangle here. It's a little bit more bullish, although I'm a little hesitant to call different kinds of triangles symmetrical, whatever other triangles, bullish or bearish, because in my to me, triangles aren't always really reliable, but I know some will beg to differ. Either way, this one here, we've kind of formed a bit of a top here, from the beginning of December to today, with the beginning of our triangle on the lower side from November 21st going up. So here's my thought. We've already kind of established our double bottom here. It's pretty good distance, in my opinion. I think that's a pretty respected double bottom. Worst case scenario, I think we end up coming back down to form a triple bottom before we go back to the upside. So what would that be? That'd be about mid 15,000. I don't think that's necessarily out of the I don't think we're necessarily out of the woods out of that yet. I still think that's an option. So if we do start to come back and we break this level right here, I think 15.5 is probably where we're going to form that triple bottom. Otherwise, we'll make our way back up. Otherwise, if we break out, I certainly do think our next stop is going to be 20,000. However, this is where things kind of get interesting. Now, do I think that that this is gonna play out before the end of the year? Honestly, I think, this is just my opinion, I think we probably will see more upside on Bitcoin going towards the end of 2023. The reason being is, yes, people are going to be getting that Christmas money. They're going to be getting, it's Christmas this time of year is in my opinion, a more bullish type of season. We start to see the same thing with stocks. Stock market typically is a bullish season between November all the way through the end of February and into March, typically. Okay, I say typically because that's normally a time that's encouraged to spend money. Capitalist nature, right? This is America. You gotta remember that. So anyway, I honestly, in my opinion, I think we'll see more upside towards the end of the year. But whether or not we'll hit 20,000 is debatable. However, let's kind of go on here. I think if we do, when it happens, this is now we're talking first quarter, so January to April is about the first quarter of 2023, and I think sometime around there, definitely before April, we will hit the 25,000 mark. And here is where I think things kind of get a little interesting. Now, we're going to have two key areas, 25,000 and 30 to about 32,000. Okay, so we need to keep this area in mind here. Our first place is going to be 25,000. Okay, in my opinion, the people who are going to buy in this area, okay, in this area right here, the people who are going to be buying here, who are going to push it up to 25,000, is going to be the is going to be the big hedge fund. It's going to be the non-retail investors, okay, the big fish. Okay, this is going to be like the JP Morgan Chase, the big banks, investment firms that are going to be buying us. They're going to be buying their way up to 25,000. At this point, this is my opinion, when we get to this point is when we will start to hear investment banking. We're going to start seeing hedge funds. We're going to start seeing other big name investors coming out saying, yes, we are buying Bitcoin again. Here's where I think this gets kind of funny. So when they make that announcement, in my opinion, I think they're done buying Bitcoin. They're going to make that announcement saying that, you know, they're buying. Well, yes, of course they are. Which, aka, they already did. They already got the place where they wanted to be. You know, the mid-teens to 23, 20. They're already in the place where they want to be. They're going to make that announcement that they're buying Bitcoin. It's going to cause the beginning of a rally. Okay, it's going to be the crypto market rally because, you know, God forbid other altcoins don't follow Bitcoin. You know, to the up or the down. It's freaking ridiculous in my opinion. They're going to make that announcement. Retail traders like you, me, everyone else, your mom, your dad, your brother, everyone else is going to start stepping in to buy. And we are going to see a rally to the 30s. Okay, so 30,000 to 32,000. So this is why I say 32,000 and not just some arbitrary number like, you know, 30 or 35 or 40. So I made a short, I think about a week ago, talking about major tops. So major tops, major bottoms, in my opinion, only occur on higher time frames. So it's going to be the daily, the weekly, the monthly. In my opinion, we're going to make it up here to 30, 32. We will have, in my opinion, we will have a double top, a major double top. And this right here is where you're going to have, and this is what I explained in my short a while back, was major tops, and I'm not talking double tops, I'm talking major tops. There's a difference. Major tops is the exchanging of shares, which is going to be the exchanging of funds between strong hands and weak hands. Okay, so strong hands are going to be the really large investors, the hedge funds, the big banks. They're going to be selling those shares. They're going to be selling their crypto to the weaker hands who are buying into the rally. Okay, they're going to be selling so much that it's going to form a major top. It's going to form a top. And in my opinion, that top will come right back down to our nearest support, which is going to be 25,000, where we will see again, we will probably see retail investors like you and me take this opportunity to buy more, push it back up to 30,000. But again, this is going to be, big banks, larger investors, larger than you and me, that are going to be DCAing, from here in here, and we'll gladly push it right back up. And I think that's kind of where 2023 is going to lead us. But I thought that was really interesting. It's something that's not my original idea. I've heard that from a couple of people. I can't exactly tell you who, but I mean, to me, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, you don't really see J.P. Morgan Chase. You don't see any other big major funds, big major banks really talking about buying Bitcoin. Nobody's really talking about buying Bitcoin except for you, me, your brother, your sister, your auntie. Okay, those are the only people that are talking about, oh, this is such a great discount. Yeah, it probably is. However, you've also got the other side that's talking about the BTC CME gap. Yeah, I'm not necessarily concerned about the gap. I think that's just more of a nuance with how the U.S. market and the futures market tends to treat their the contracts. So it's just kind of that gap between the Friday close and the Sunday open that they're really talking about. Gaps must be filled. I somewhat believe it. I'm just not totally on board. But whatever. Anyway, that is kind of my analysis for BTC. These other tokens up here are really interesting as well. I'll get to those later on in the week. So, but I thought I would share this because this was actually really interesting. I heard that over probably the course of the last week or two, probably about course of about 2 weeks that I've heard. The correlation between 25 to 30,000. But I think we will have a rally. It's just, whether or not you're going to be getting in at the right price. So, all right, guys, that's really all I got. I got some links down in the description for the tools that I use. I use TradingView. I actually just took advantage of their yearly offering. I got pro. What was it? Pro? Is it pro? Am I a pro? Yeah, I'm a pro. I'm a pro at TradingView. I got it for like $100 for the entire year. Actually, I think it's like 13 or 14 months. So hey, win-win. Other than that, yeah, guys, that's all I got. Check out the links below for some of the other tools that I use. I think I already said that. Deja vu. All right. Anyway, that's right. I'm out. Later, guys. Bye.